it actually ruins your dynamic and your relationship with them even more.
Yes.
So you've got to be really careful not to tell them what to say to the other parent.
There's three methods of parenting, right? There's yours, there's Rob's, and for his kids, there's their mum.
Yes. Yeah.
So you've got three different models of
absolutely.
parenting and how they should be looked after and disciplined, right? And to have fun with. Everybody's going to be doing that in a different way based on our own experiences that we have from our own models that we bring to it. So how do you guys find that? Like, that must have been difficult, right?
It was very difficult. And the kids would struggle to get on in those times when it was difficult for us. That was sort of reflected back to us. The kids would start to have niggles between themselves. So we had the three boys, and then our one that we had together was a girl. So that already places a different dynamic. She's the youngest. She knows that she's different, and she kind of laps that up, if I'm honest. She plays up to that. And so that does definitely at times create animosity between her and the boys at different times.
Of, what are best practices? How do we raise our kids with love, but also resilience, right?
Yeah. We were very fortunate too. Before we did get married, we did 12 months of mentoring with Maureen. And we focused a lot on this particularly. And she said to us, if you've got this big long list of rules and things to follow, it is going to make it harder and more confusing for the kids.
Charlotte, have you and Rob ever disagreed about how she should be parented?
No, not overly. I think we're lucky in that we've done a lot of this work.
Yep. And
so we've already had a lot of conversations about what's important to us. We know each other well enough to know our parenting now is pretty similar. Yep. What we do disagree about from time to time is, she's a daddy's little girl, so I do have to say to him at times, like, you need to stop letting her get away with so much, or you can't just give her treats all day long.
I think the great thing about the Relationship Code events, but also community, is that we're very much not just about the marriage and the relationship between the parents. We're also very much about the family